Why are we still leading off this show with this robotic arm? Well, it's because we're still finding robotics on Mars and machinery in general. And some of it appears to be in operation. How could this be? Wow, what's going on? Check this out. In this navigational camera image, on the far left, we're going to zoom in here a bit. In the very back there, that's where we found that robotic arm in the last episode, the one you just can't help but see. It's there, folks. And just right here down the road just a bit, this strange formation. So just how big is it? Well, let's use this NavCam image from Sol 3247. We could not obtain a measurement all the way to the top, but just to that point, we're looking at 16 meters, 52 feet. So to the top, which is actually a bit further away, we're going to say at least 70 feet, about 6 stories. And you can see a close approximation with Martian Missy. But she's got something else to do, probably saw home goods, so we will not see her again. But what is that on top of this? And I call it a this because we don't really know what this is. But even with the fakery they apply, we can tell something is protruding from the top or sticking over the edge. Now here is a mast cam image that is much clearer. Let's zoom in. What have we got going on here? Now, a lot of people are going to let pareidolia take over and see an eyeball up there. That's not what I see. I see a point of rotation or a pivot point. This is some sort of contraption, folks. And yes, of course, it does look like something that would clamp down, much like crocodile jaws, alligator. But I'm not seeing an animal. I'm seeing a contraption. And when you look at this area under it with some contrast thrown on it, yeah, sure, you can start seeing legs and dressing and so forth, but I don't know about that. I will say this, that's a contraption, folks, because look at this, Sol 3244, a little later. Look at it now. It appears to be configured a little bit different, but the angle is slightly different, so, we really just can't be sure. Here are the two of them. I mean, it's very similar, nearly the same angle, slight difference, but that difference could be because of the camera angle, so I can't say that this thing's moved at this point. However, let's go back to Sol 3215. Look what we found here, folks. Something is very obviously different here. The camera angle is a bit different, but not enough to make up for this. Where is that top portion? Well, I believe it's right there, and I believe at this point it was rotated away from us. The difference in the rover's position and camera orientation on this earlier day is just not enough to make that top section disappear. It's just not. Now, we threw a little contrast on it here where you can see some detail. I believe at this point, it was rotated away from us. And by the time the other pictures came in, many sols later, it had rotated towards us and hinged upwards, giving us that open jaw look. Now, here's a comparison from all 3 sols, all 3 Martian days. You be the judge. If you look closely on Sol 3215, there's a blurred area where they may be hiding that work. I think they're sending stuff up to the top or sending stuff down to the ground or both. But I think there's work being done and they either missed this or left it just to let somebody find it. Who knows? I maintain that these images are highly falsified, that the exterior is painted on, that these are structures and other things that are being disguised as buttes and hills. And sometimes things just kind of stick through. Folks, the PDS data, these guys that go and build these gigapans thinking they're using the raw data, that is not the raw data. It has already been adulterated. We got a lot more in this area. We are on it. We'll be back soon.